side. I'm alright out here in a lost land. Heartbeat like a tambourine. These fever dreams won't let me sleep. So come real close, if only for a moment. I don't care where it's going, and show me what'll happen when you let love win. 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 Don't hide out. I know it's safe and sound when they're not around. Try your luck. I know it's not for sure, but it could be a cure. And I'm alright out here in a lost land. Heartbeat like a tambourine. These fever dreams won't let me sleep. So come real close, if only for a moment. I don't care where it's going, and show me what'll happen when we let love win. 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 When we let love win.
How about now? Ugh. It really messed everything up, didn't it? Why did it do the game audio? Okay. Hopefully we're good now. I'll explain in a second. Okay. It's not. Oh. So, I'm making a computer for a lady down in Texas. Kind of like, I'm not making any money off it. It's more of a charity thing, help her out. But the parts I was given to work on it with are kind of junk. So I'm trying to figure out what parts are functional and which ones are non-functional. So to do that, I was taking parts out of my server, which is the computer I use to stream off of, which is why I had to start late today. I was taking parts out of that to put it into the computer I'm working on to see if, okay, if I put this part in there, does it work? And the answer was yes. It seems to have fixed the issue I was running into with that computer. But the problem is, for whatever reason, taking that out completely reset all of the OBS default inputs. So like the microphone, the game audio, guest audio from wherever, gone. All of it gone. That's what that was about. And the reason why it took so long to get it working again is because the thing I took out of the computer was the GPU. And getting it back in took a lot longer than I thought it would. So, took a hot minute to get it in, took a hot minute to get the computer working again, because it didn't want to start up. And then I had to get everything reconfigured so it worked properly, because had forgotten all of its settings. I try. Every now and then I try to do something nice for somebody. It's complicated though. Like, this is the first time I've played on my actual gaming computer in 3 weeks. Actually, the last time I played on this computer was our last stream. It was 11 days ago. Or the Warak. Go to Song Edge.
You're going down.
How many of these guys am I fighting at one time? Come on.
Look at this.
I mean, you can ask questions. There's nothing about this that's private. Yeah, you're telling me.
Be quiet now.
Do you want to try too? I know the lady in Texas from my modding community.
Don't go quietly.
The stuff I do for Skyrim. Boy, I really picked the... I chose violence today, apparently. It's a lady I've known for a while. Spoken to her on and off, and I knew that she had been going through a hard time because she was living in Chile with her husband and few kids, and they became separated. There was a whole legal battle in taking the kids with her out of the country. And after she finally won that, she made it back to Texas. And the person she was supposed to be staying with kinda changed their mind. So gave up her kids to her parents and had been living on the street for a while, and now she has a job and she has her own apartment. So she's kind of getting things back together. So I'm building this computer for her on loan. I mean, I'm not going to be charging her more than it's worth. I'm going to be charging her a fair bit less than it's worth. So I'll probably be taking a loss on it at some point, but I don't mind that. And she'll pay me back when she can. And make sure you spread the word. I could do to meet with some good people. I really chose the worst path, didn't I?
I can't feel much of anything in this.
Ow. Oh, thanks. I really did, but you know what? We got there, and that's what matters. At the end of the day, it's the destination, not the journey, that matters. A whole bunch of flint hawks. I don't really want to fight them. So how have you been, Rue? Excuse me, sir. Just gonna squeeze around.
I'm ready. Gotta be.
Has the phase passed? Or are you still into puzzles?
Any news from the hunt?
The herd isn't roaming far from the camp.
Keep them together this time.
That's good. Puzzle addiction's dangerous this time of year. The human heated blanket shortage. It is a problem.
My people have been telling tales of your accomplishments. Seems you have taken a special interest in our stretch of snow, Outlander.
Yes.
I mean, evidently you
And
could, because
apparently
you
this is
did.
the only way I'll get to see all of it.
It is a slippery slope.
Is this a challenge?
For the Warwick.
You? This must be a joke.
It is not a joke, Aratak.
Now I see. The Outlander's your pawn. And with you backing her claim, I have no choice but to accept.
Tired.
I expected better.
Spent too much time socializing this weekend.
It was you who forbid me from Thunder's drum, brother.
Brother and sister. This is a little more complicated than I thought.
No, it's simple. You will meet me at the Frost Figures, and I'll put a quick end to this mockery.
I suppose I owe you an explanation.
Yeah. I suppose you do. So why didn't you tell me that you and Aratak are siblings?
I thought I wouldn't have to. I'm surprised Aratak brought it up in front of a stranger. He must be very angry. I'm not always the best judge of
People.
I prefer the company of spirits. They're simply my own. I didn't want you to think of our pilgrimage as some sort of family squabble. It's much more important than that.
No, you're not. By too much socializing, I mean there were 50 plus people. You are one. I mean, as popular as I am on Twitch, and it is popular as you can see by you being the only person here, you are not 50 people. It was, It was my grandmother's celebration of life. My grandmother had passed away back in January, if you remember. So we were doing her funeral this time of year, because this is the time of year that she really liked. So that's what was going on Sunday. So I'm still kind of tired from that, because a lot of people stress me out, man.
It's bold, I'll give you that. Going after your own brother.
He gave me no choice. He thinks I'm a child to be shoved to the back of the hunt.
You'd be
He
the
would
cult of the
forbid me
blanket.
from my destiny. And yet, part of me did it knowing he would forgive me, eventually. He always does.
Family drama aside, what's this challenge meant to be anyway?
You and Aratak will hunt machines at the Frost Figures. The victor will be the fastest. It won't be easy.
Nothing about this has been so far.
When you meet us at the starting point, I'll tell you more. It will be simpler to explain from the base of the hills.
Yeah, if there were 50 of you, Rue, it would be a very small blanket cult at that point. That is what it is. I knew it was coming for a while.
Araya, it's not about who's related to who. I want to know what's inside Thunderstrum. The spirit, the daemon, and how it all connects to the machines. But if we're gonna go through with this, I need you to be straight with me.
I underestimated you. And Aratak. I won't make that mistake again.
See you at the Frost figures then. So, off to risk my life in order to take charge of up a new hunting band. Just what I always wanted.
No reason to
Here I come.
cut. The weather only gets hotter as you venture south.
It might not. I keep doing that to run. That's not how you run in this game. It might not be what you always wanted, but it's what I wanted. And that's what matters. I mean, what effects is a ceremony like that supposed to have? I'll be bluntly honest. I am not a I can't say words today. I'm not a spiritual man. I had made my peace well before my grandmother had actually passed away, and I got to say goodbye. As I was more there because it was expected of me.
Come on, then.
Why do I keep finding more of you, huh? That's alright. I mean, I wasn't particularly bothered by the expectation that I had to go. I'm just saying, it was like more of a thing I had to do than something I got anything out of, really. But it's better that I was there for the people I care about who are still
Should be
with us.
just up there.
Those are the words I was looking for. I swear, sometimes English isn't my first language or something. Yeah, otherwise it's been fine.
Aratak and Araya must be close.
My boss has been out of the office for personal reasons, which has kind of made my workday kind of a bit slow, which is kind of annoying. I'd rather have more stuff to do, but it is what it is.
Outlander. I have prevailed over such challenges before, and fear none. But this one is foolish. You are not Banuk. You do not understand my responsibilities. I ask you, one hunter to another, withdraw.
you let us go to Thunderstrom.
You haven't seen what's up there, Outlander. I will not risk my sister's life again.
Then we better get on with this.
So be it. I will bury your insolent claim in the frozen ground.
Enough! Let us begin. To hunt, to strive. That is the way of the Banuk and of the contest before you. You will climb the frost figures from the east, Aratok from the west. Each trail wends its way through deadly machines. Hunters from the Werak will be posted along the way. They will hail you, calling out machines for you to slay. Your hunt will take you around the ridge to the center, where you must descend to the valley for your final kill. Each time, after your prey has fallen, you must launch a beacon such as this so that all our kin will see your progress.
Kill machines, launch balloons. Got it. So, the first of us to launch the third balloon wins?
Well, yes. But as challenger, your path to victory is harder. If even one of your beacons comes in after Aratox, he prevails.
You had your chance, Outlander.
So did you.
The hunt begins on my mark.
Kill the balloon.
Now!
Trying to figure out how you'll feel about the enemies of Expedition 32. I think you will like
All
them,
right, gotta head up that mountain.
and you will be sad when I have to kill them.
Looks like there are a few ways to go up, and those rock paintings mark the paths.
Oop, 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 oop.
Okay, up we go.
Yes, that one. I think your favorite enemies in that game will be the sucker patate.
Come on, Aloy, time is wasting. I seem to be on the right path.
Oop, oop. Come on, get your hand up. Here you go. They are super janky robots.
Almost to the top.
All right, Challenger. You need to take out the herd below. Every machine.
Kill a herd. Okay, I can do that.
your marker!
I mean, it is a race, right?
Come on, climb up
Here
here!
we go.
Now climb
We
the
all
ridge
miss
and launch your
Pascal.
balloon!
This Pascal's awesome. Although A2 is still my favorite.
Aratok knows what he's doing. No time to waste.
Take the rappel point to the next challenge.
You mean the man's competent?
2 bellowbacks ahead, Challenger. Kill them both. None of the other machines matter.
All right, 2 dead bellowbacks. Yep. They know I'm here.
Over here, Challenger. Raise your marker.
Okay, now to the marker. Okay, now to the marker.
Come on over here and launch your balloon.
I'd better get to that balloon.
Yeah,
What are you waiting for? Come launch your balloon.
that was pretty depressing. You're not wrong.
Now, where's that balloon?
You killed your quarry. Now launch the marker.
Well, I'm sorry, but things keep attacking me, bud.
Your
Okay.
balloon's over here, Outlander.
I am aware.
I'm ahead, but only by a little. I gotta get moving.
Now take the zip line and work your way down to the valley.
Oop. Close zip line. Oop, oop, oop.
Storm's kicking up. Can't see much.
I said triple cream, no caffeine. I don't know how you could have messed that up.
Almost down. All right, it's the last challenge.
gotta kill? What do I gotta kill?
Something's wrong. My kin should be here, driving in our final quarry.
They're right behind us!
Right. Basically, he wanted a creamy decaf. It is one of the best tools.
So it's true. Frost claws from Thunder's drum.
The attack cut short the competition. Naturally, there can be no result. It is void.
You saw what she did. She defeated the machines, not I. It is proven she's the better hunter.
'Cause I used my flaming grenade launcher.
Survive, prevail. What else matters? My blood is in your teeth.
Hey, he's not a mean person. He's just angry.
I take my place behind you on the hunt.
No more hunters may make the ascent to Thunder's drum. The way is closed to all but the chieftain and myself.
It is not my place, but I would ask a boon.
It is excellent
To
beard.
accompany you and my sister.
It might be permitted. But only if you do as I say.
No. Only if you do as I say.
Thunder's drum awaits. There's a camp at its base, Long Notch it's called. Meet us there when you're ready. Chieftain.
A new outfit. And a weapon like Artok's. I guess the chieftain gets the chieftain's gear. And now to Long Notch. Nothing left but Thunder's drum.
Every time, I swear. Okay, let's, yeah. Okay, no. What about you? Got anything good? I am not just a chieftain. I am the chief. Excuse me. You should know my position. Thank you very much. How rude. I'm surprised she didn't slide across that. That's right. You could even call me Master Chief. I've yet to earn the title of Arbiter, though. Ah, well, maybe one day. I feel like I'm getting farther away for some reason. Fair enough.
I think there's frost between my teeth. So they woke up.
No, that breeze feels nice. Finally. Whew, that was a rougher fight than it realistically should have been. I will admit this game has very dynamic fights.
This animal figurine. The shape looks familiar.
Oh, it is actually the north entrance. That's cool. Huh. Expedition 33 will be more cinematic. Did we ever get to it? Or when we get to it. It is a super cinematic game.
Fascinating, if you're not looking for me. I'll tuck that away.
I could use the healing plants, please. Maybe. It'll be fun to get into Expedition 33. I guess we'll probably pick that one up after Halo 2 is done. I don't think these are the people I was looking for.
No space.
I think these are the people that happen to be over here. I think wolves, if I had to wager a guess. Figure I can just do that and dip out of there real quick.
Outlander. It would be... I've heard of you, Huntress. Each of the many verses of yours.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
That I know. My song used to echo around Banur. Umnak, the hunter. That's why I'm here. For another. They call it the claws beneath. Or they did when I was younger. Its defeat would have given my song a fine end. Oh, yeah. I used to travel between Banur and the Cut without stopping to sleep. But this trip, my bones ache, Huntress. But you, out hunting Aratak, leading your own Werak. If half your...
You want me to hunt?
Not just for me, no.
This is obviously important to you, Umnak.
No, I am no longer a match for the claws beneath. The Banuk blood in my veins screams at me to take on the claws and dead men see precious little. A friend of mine. Would spilling my blood on his grave make him happy?
All right, Umnak.
I've no doubt you can do quite a lot. The whispers I've heard say it now.
Oh, very long-winded man. He's not what we're here for.
Long Notch is well stocked, as you asked.
And our scouts are watching for more frost claws.
Our numbers rise. 3 more hunters have passed their trials. But our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should we not return, defending the Cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with his course.
Sounds like good advice.
Hey, he seems like a nice guy.
Let's hope it doesn't come to
Maybe
that.
we'll come back and talk to him, but
The
right
weight of
now,
command
like,
is no small
I need to
burden.
talk to
I
Aratak.
can see that. I take it you haven't spoken to Araya yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted. To return to Thunder's drum. It is her only care. So I should have known she would find a way to push aside my spear. After the Karja took my sister, not all of her came back.
What happened to Araya when she was a captive of the Karja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. Tracking them, stunning them. The Karja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured. Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose. And now that's all she has.
Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Rhea led the way to the summit, but it was blocked by a great door. Some kind of cauldron, new metal. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted, no way forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I had hoped to never subject Araya to that again.
What do you think is beyond that door?
I do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum. Nothing sacred belongs there. Machines and death, that's what the mountain holds. Death for us or for the daemon?
And if we do find the spirit,
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
for what it's worth, I'm glad you're coming with me.
Someone has to keep Araya safe.
Wrong button. His concern was out of protecting his sister. Us men, we know good at talking about how we feel.
All the winters coming at once.
Aloy, this is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but no, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Araya?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making this pilgrimage possible. I only wish it had not been necessary to humiliate Aratak. You were wise to let him come. He's earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but he's had to be. The war demanded it. And so have I.
Stoicism comes with a heavy price.
Aratak told me you were a captive of the Karja for a long time. It sounded bad.
For Aratak, it all comes back to that. He thinks the Karja changed me. They did not. They merely sharpened my focus. When all else is lost, you think about what's truly important. The spirit. The blue light. The beyond. And my brother, too. Every time I felt the chill northern wind, I thought of him. Worried for him.
What did the war do to Aratak?
He cut away everything, until only his true self remained. Unyielding ice. No Banuk has more sheer will. He fought the Karja for 1,000 freezing nights, yet always rallied his hunters at sunrise. It is said he endured 23 wounds in those years. His hunters counted them. He never complains of one. Instead, he complains that life with me is harder. He's right. What have I ever given him but struggle?
Now that I'm chieftain of the Werak, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about Silence?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave. But you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Silence, your need is well apparent. Silence came to Ban-Ur from the distant north, a young shaman of the Owl's Watch. A remote Werak that rarely comes south to parley.
Silence was a shaman.
He was. Or at least, when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, they said he was. His knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was hungry to trade what he knew to the rest of us. It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually, an invitation to attend.
What about you? Did you trust him?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. I wanted to learn from him, but that was not to be. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom, a month's march from Ban-Ur. He met with us there, as is custom at high winter. But when we next returned, the caves had been looted. Relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be Silence, all right.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him. None returned. And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. As though he never existed. Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banuk to begin with.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous. But also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal. Except, perhaps, for you. Anyone else I would warn off, but you may be able to treat with him safely. Just don't lower your guard.
I'll keep that in mind, Araya. Thanks. What are we gonna find up there, Araya?
Ruins, machines, and a door, like that of a cauldron. I have faith that you can find a way through it, Aloy. For beyond it lies...
Islands is a nice guy.
I know I can find her there. Though I do not doubt the Daemon has tried to hide the way.
It hasn't been easy for you, Araya. Getting back to this point.
It was all to hear her voice again. This time, we both will.
I'd like that.
Are you ready then? Once we ascend, it will be hard to turn back.
The cauldrons are the areas that machines are made in.
Finally, we ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
No, brother!
No problem. That's why I came along on this journey.
So you see, I too can call upon the power of the old ones.
What was this place?
It's a ventilation vent, so when there's smoke in it, it triggers the fire alarm, which opens the door.
The spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from terrible danger.
Fortress. Looks more like a machine.
Is that not fitting? The blue light often dwells in machines.
Let's just hope that some remains here.
November 21st, 2064. It's been 3 years since I was last here, and 12 since I was running the place. Just a skeleton crew left, confused about why I'm here. So am I. Anita wants me to find a way to suspend operations for a while. Maybe a long while. And I don't know why. But from the sound of her voice, it was something terrifying. I wish I could look into her eyes, ask her what the hell she's so freaked out about, but what else is new? And don't I wish I could look into her eyes again?
Oop.
I can get out of this. Machines. At least we have the drop on them.
Sorry, Rue, I've had enough cinematic fights for today. I was gonna sneak by him.
Much farther now.
Last we were here, we fought our way through there. But machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and taking losses. Now we must prevail, with only 2 warriors and a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. And so, go that way instead. There are machines up there, but also cover. We could stay hidden, at least for a while.
All right, I get the options. Now follow my lead. Pipes, towers, steam, frost. What was all this for?
I think this is about as far as we can make today. That seems like a good point to stop. I don't think there's another save point close by. But we have a good starting point for next time. I can feel the heat from here. Well, a week from Wednesday we do Halo, so it'll be 2 weeks from Wednesday. But yeah, you're right.
I'm certain we can stay out of sight up there.
You're not wrong. Although I guess technically it's open to the sky, so... I mean, this is supposed to be a geothermal power plant, I guess. Heat of the earth and all that. Yep. See you next week. Take it easy, Rue. I'll catch you next time.